Hey, how's it going? So I feel like I didn't really thought about making this video today, but after everything I have saw, I think it's just necessary for me to talk about this. Uh, so yeah, here goes nothing. So the Game Awards has been shown. It happened on Thursday. I watched it with my dad, and it was pretty good. I liked it. All the games that came out was honestly surprising. Like there was like a new Toa game coming, Okami, freaking Virtuoso was coming. There was a lot of like bangers that came out, but there was one that really caught my attention very well, which was there were actually multiple, which was Mafia, and The Witcher 4. That one really caught my attention that much, but I feel like I just want to talk about one of them because Mafia looks really huge, but Witcher 4 has gotten a lot of controversy and I just want to talk about it, give my opinions. So if you don't want to hear my opinions, there's the door. Just leave, get out of here. Anyway, so The Witcher 4 has came out, and it is starring a new protagonist. It is Ciri. So Ciri, I forgot. It's been a while. I have played The Witcher. The only one I have played was Witcher 3. So yeah, I'm not big in the Witcher series, but I do know a little bit of it. So yeah, so basically, this game, The Witcher 3, was literally setting up Ciri to be the main protagonist of the next Witcher game, and that's what's happening. Now, it has gotten a lot of controversy just because of like a couple of like reasons. There's like three I can probably like get out the top of my head. It's one, she's unattractive. Two, she can't be a Witcher, and three, wokeness. So let's talk about those things. So let's talk about one thing that's being unattractive. So obviously, Siri, in my eyes, I she is not really the most attractive person. Like if I'm pretty sure, if you were to see her on the streets or you were to see her online, you probably just scroll right past her. Like I'll be completely honest, she is not the most attractive looking person at all. But that doesn't really mean anything for a game. When you play a game, you're supposed to play it for gameplay, and if you really want to, you can also play it for story. So I mean, it is kind of hard, to look at a woman that doesn't really look that hot to you when you play a game. So it can, maybe distract you a little bit. I don't know. I never really put the way someone looks of a game like as like the main like perspective I have about a game. Like I never do that at all. But it's like one of those things where if you make a game, you kind of want to attract like the big audience of video games. And from what I've been seeing throughout my entire gaming life and gaming career, most the audience that plays video games the most are men, and usually they are heterosexual men that play these games. So if you attract, if you make a character that attracts that certain audience, and also young men, if you want to attract that certain audience, you have to make a character that looks pretty attractive. If a woman is going to be the main character of the game, and I don't think that's what CD Projekt was really looking for. But I don't really like judging people like the character they are. Cause Sylvie as a character, cause she was in three. She was young. She was being trained as a Witcher. She was getting trained like if she is gonna be a Witcher, and she's young and now she's older. That's just how it works. So I mean, I don't think she's supposed to look like some gorgeous queen out here. She's a Witcher, a fighter. I'm not saying that all fighters are attractive, but that's what she is. She's just a Witcher, and she's a fighter. So, I mean, again, I'm not someone who looks at characters. I mean, it would be cool if she was a little bit more attractive, but it's a game. So, as long as the gameplay is good, as long as the story is decent, that's all that matters. That's really all that matters. So, number two is that women can't be witches. So, canonly, women, and it has been said in there that women, they cannot be witches. Only men can be witches. And I don't really think that she is gonna be a Witcher because if I feel like CD Projekt would follow the lore or the canon lore of The Witcher, so most likely she won't use Witcher abilities. She has elder powers I've heard about. She might use those as like a as main skills and abilities. She doesn't have the Witcher eyes, so she's not a Witcher. But you know, she has training as a Witcher. She has, she knows, how to be Witcher. She knows how to fight. She fights beasts. She has those two swords, one for humans and one for monsters. So she's out here, cosplaying as a Witcher. But most likely, I don't think she's gonna be a Witcher. But if she does be a Witcher, then that's gonna break like the canon law of like The Witcher. Man, count how many times I said The Witcher. But it will probably break the canon like The Witcher, you know, like I don't know, what do you say, like Brotherhood, I guess you can say. Uh, so yeah, it's just gonna be a real thing because it breaks rules of, that certain Brotherhood. I'm called Brotherhood because I don't know what else to call it, or clan or whatever. So yeah, it's kind of like the Jedi. You know how Rey Skywalker from the sequel trilogy, she's not really a Jedi, but I think she has gotten training from a Jedi. She has weapons of a Jedi, but everyone knows that she's not a Jedi. I don't know. She probably is a Jedi. I don't know. It's just like a little trying analogy so series not like oh here's a better one. Assassin's Creed. So my bad. That was a very bad analogy. Assassin's Creed Valhalla. So Assassin's Creed Valhalla stars Eivor, right? Eivor is a Viking, and he gets trained by an assassin when it comes to stealth, right? So he has the hidden blade. He knows how to be an assassin. He has, social stealth. But in reality, Eivor is not an assassin. He's just a Viking. So that's kind of like what Ciri is in my eyes. So she's not she's not really a Witcher, but she has training as a Witcher, and she has some of the abilities and weapons of a Witcher. Kind of like how Eivor, you know, got trained by an assassin. He has the weapons of an assassin, and he knows how to be an assassin. So, yeah, that's kind of like what it is. So I don't know. Maybe they'll just make her just you know, just a normal human, you know, with Witcher knowledge of her. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe we never know until we know like what the trailer is. So yeah, so Gerald's daughter may or may not be a Witcher. We'll see. So lastly, wokeness. So the wokeness has plagued the internet for so long. Like they call everything woke. Like if it's not a white strong man in the game, it is perceived as woke. So if it's a female, if it's a black person, if it's any other thing, it's perceived as woke, and it has plagued the minds of humans. Well, if they don't see some sort of white person, the game is woke. Take for example, this game obviously is a woman, even though that Witcher 3 literally set up Ciri to be the main protagonist of the next game. But people still call it. It's like they didn't even play the game at all. I can honestly stand by that. Not stand by that, but I can honestly agree because I didn't finish The Witcher 3, but I have been hearing a lot of things about the ending. Man, voice crack. I have been hearing a lot of things about the ending, and that's basically, what I heard, and it sets up, Ciri to be part of the next game, which this is the next game, which was shown at the Game Awards. So, wokeness has just been thrown out the wazoo ever since. There's people online that's that's like just calling it woke because it's a female. It's like if there's some sort of like female or non-white person, it's just perceived as woke, and it's annoying. It's really annoying. You know what games are woke? Concord. Concord is a woke game. That's a very woke game because Concord was a very dog crap game, and in order to perceive the allegations of being a dog crap game, it wanted to push out identities, so they can't stop calling. If you hate this game, that means you hate gay people. That means you're a sexist. You're you're a homophobe. So they can hide the fact that it's a bad game. So they use identity politics to use that as like an advantage to cover up the dog crap game. Now Concord, yes, that was a woke game. Witcher, I don't know. Witcher is not really woke because it set up Ciri to be the main protagonist. Like she was getting set up, and also we need new things. Jin Sakai from Ghost of Tsushima, the next game, which is Ghost of Yotei, which I'm very excited for, is gonna be a woman, and I haven't really heard anyone like blame her for being calling it woke, other than like actual incels calling that game woke, because obviously it's not Jin Sakai, it's a woman. So yeah, I don't know. It's one of those things where it's just weird. I mean, it's like kind of like Schrodinger's cat. You don't know what's happening with the industry, but it doesn't really matter. The big thing that matters about Witcher 4 coming out is the gameplay gonna be good? Is the story gonna be good? Will Geralt return to the game? Because Geralt is every time we hear The Witcher, you think of Geralt. you know, you think of him. So hopefully Gerald will return to this game, which I'm pretty sure he will. Like, there's no way. If not, he'll probably be like a like a side character, or maybe even a DLC if it comes to, if The Witcher 4 has a DLC. So it's just a game. There's not really a lot of things going on. I mean, it's not pushing identity politics in your face. It's not like Concord where it's just like, burst firing all these things at you, freaking DEI, woke, and blah blah blah, you know. But we don't know. It's just until the time comes, then we can judge it. Like if we see a trailer, if the gameplay looks actual dog crappy, and if the story looks decent or dog crappy, then we can judge it. But it's literally just a cinematic trailer. Like it looks cool, it looks fun, it looks hype. I'm very excited to see like what The Witcher 4 looks like, and I honestly just don't care. Woman, man, dog, cat, creature, I don't care. As long as the game is good. That's it. I don't know. We just gotta wait. We just can't judge things all too early. Okay, that's it. Thanks for watching.